All right, so my experience here with Ajay and Sruchi, I'd done previous meditation retreats in the U.S. dealing mostly with Zen techniques. And what Ajay teaches here with his Vedantic background is a whole different perspective, not just on meditation, but really just a difference in where we seek reality, externally or internally. I think in the West, that reality exists externally. We've been conditioned to judge our existence, our peace, our happiness by purely external factors. AJ teaches not just how to change the content of our consciousness, but actually affect the process itself. In other words, something is missing in your life. We always seek externally for answers, things that we might be able to fix or change, rather than considering perhaps our distorted perceptions of it to begin with. So what Ajay and Sruchi teach is really showing you how to voluntarily take control of your perceptions, thus allowing you to live freely, actually living in the moment, and not just through your biased lens of everything we've been exposed to in our lives, which, as you actually contemplate it, is quite ridiculous. A lot of it, especially growing up, at least where I did. So it's a refreshing perspective. My state of mind before I came here was restless. Obsession with controlling, the future, planning, and rehashing events of the past, and that restlessness led to somewhat neurotic personality, which is seen as almost normal. I think it's seen as human nature in the U.S. It's not considered anything abnormal about it, whereas out here it's actually considered rather afflictive, even in my case, I think, or in the case of an extremely emotional person, almost neurotic. And so that restlessness had led to even even manifested on a physical level, where I was really struggling with some stuff. And so that's how I met Ajay, and through email, and in talking to him, I realized that there wasn't going to be any kind of mechanical method to solving that problem, to calming myself down. I mean, my goal is I needed to find a way to relax and just be able to concentrate on my life and not be taken over by it. And like I said, with a lot of the Zen techniques, it was a more mechanical method of finding peace, but that stillness was only temporary. So there was obviously something deeper rooted that was preventing that from being a sustainable form of peace or a sustainable form of happiness. So the issues that I wanted to resolve were that restlessness. I wanted to be able to be free, really, mentally. That is, my expectations coming here were that I would be exposed to a different perspective, a different philosophy than I had previously been exposed to about life, and I thought that might shed some light on perhaps why I was so unhappy with things the way that they were. I found Z Meditation through the website and began emailing with Ajay, and after about a week of daily long emails, I realized just how genuine and sincere of a person he was and what he was all about, and I had to come here in person and to experience that. I knew that this was a person that was going to be able to help me in what I was looking for, so that's why I came here. The content of the course was examination of, I guess you'd say, the conditionings that exist in our mind that really prevent us from experiencing life objectively as it is, that lead to this very subjective notion of how things should be, and it's that in itself, it's that discord between the emotions and the intellect, that discord between what is and what should be, that really is at the root of all suffering, I believe. So the inquiry helped me to get to the root of that and and realize really the blatant nonsense behind a lot of it. And in the third week, we began looking past that into, again, just the nature of reality for your life. So, kind of once you can calm down the mind, once you can still the mind, then you are given the opportunity to see what's behind it. And that's been enlightening very much in and of itself. So now I feel relieved. I feel very confident. I feel at peace with things. I feel like I can enjoy my life regardless of whatever nonsense I have to put up with within the rest of the world. I have peace within myself, and that's something that is a lot more sustainable and real and stable. That can't be taken away from me. So meditation, I understand now, is not at all what I understood it to be before. Before, I thought it was very mechanical. I focused on mostly zazen or Zen breathing techniques, whereby I could find an hour of peace throughout the day, or I would be able to achieve some state of relaxation at some point in the day. But that's not the meaning at all of meditation. Meditation is how do I explain? It's a way of life. It's a way of being aware of what's going on constantly, and in control, and not just being led around by life, not being a slave to the mind and to all the junk that it constantly feeds you all day. You realize that's able to be overcome. So meditation is not sitting down for an hour in some posture or repeating mantras for an hour and trying to focus your attention. It's not any of that. It's in a deeper sense, it's a free state of existence that is initially a practice, but the goal being to eventually become integrated with it and to just embody that mindset and to really transcend the idea of it being a practice at any level. So the ambiance here is phenomenal. Dharamsala is gorgeous. It's very peaceful. People are all very friendly. Food is wonderful. I had been dealing with stomach issues before I came here, and a lot of people close to me did not want me to make this trip. They were very worried that coming to India, of all places, with the stomach problems I was having, was the opposite of what I needed. But in fact, it was exactly what I needed. And food here is all very healthy and very delicious and very conducive to a peaceful state of being. So I think the people that will benefit most from it from this course and from this program, are the people who are willing to accept things as they are, willing to look into the true nature of things, and aren't afraid to do that, and aren't afraid to accept whatever may come of that, and realize that maybe it's not what they had hoped for, maybe it's not the way that they had always envisioned things working out for them, but if they're able to accept the truth of things and the reality of things and come into this with an open mind and a critical mind, not just listening and accepting, but actually contemplating and verifying for yourself if this is indeed true for you, because I certainly don't think that this is true for everybody. I think for a lot of people these kinds of theories would be rather hard to grasp, but if you're dedicated to seeking for yourself, then certainly there's a wonderfully beautiful benefit to be had